Why do you assume that people care about you when in reality the only people they are obsessed with are themselves? Mark Manson, in his book The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, explains how a person can achieve his own pursuit of happiness without caring about the societal or generational norms. You do not need to be fit into a box in order to be called special. You are extraordinary just the way you are. In order to understand how you can turn your insecurities into your power, watch this audiobook summary and change your life for the better. Empower yourself by being selective about what you want. Many self-help books encourage us to focus on our perceived deficiencies, failures, and inadequacies. They draw attention to what we lack and urge us to dwell on them. For example, if we are struggling financially, the advice is to find ways to increase our income. Similarly, if we feel unattractive, we are told to use positive affirmations to change that perception. It's crucial to recognize and understand this pervasive societal message that advocates constant positivity and caring deeply about everything. This awareness is the first step towards enlightenment and a more fulfilling life. Ultimately, living a fulfilling life is not about caring about everything. It's about prioritizing what truly matters. We often spend too much energy on things that are insignificant, leading to unnecessary negative feelings about ourselves, which Mark Manson refers to as the feedback loop from hell. This is a cycle of self-criticism and negative emotions that reinforce each other, making it difficult to break free. Essentially, we find ourselves trapped in unexplained emotions and blame ourselves for feeling that way. The key to breaking free from this cycle is to stop caring about negative experiences such as anxiety, anger, guilt, and fear. The remedy for this feedback loop from hell is straightforward. Stop caring about negative experiences such as anxiety, anger, guilt, and fear. It's normal to experience these feelings, and it's okay sometimes to feel down. Criticizing yourself for experiencing natural emotions will only exacerbate the situation. True maturity lies in focusing only on what truly matters. This is the key to maintaining consistent contentment and experiencing a sense of liberation from the feedback loop from hell. Overcoming obstacles will make you happy. Our core values build upon the assumption that we can achieve happiness by following specific steps. This premise is a big problem because happiness isn't a solvable equation. However, happiness is an activity rather than a gift bestowed upon you. You need help finding it in a self-help book. We are enamored with happiness as a blessing. Once we get it, we're freed of all pain and suffering forever. But in reality, that's not attainable. Sadness, dissatisfaction, unease, etc. are part of inherent human nature and are necessary to create consistent happiness. Disappointment drives change. You cannot be better by being satisfied with every aspect of your life. When you stub your toe, the pain serves a purpose. It may make you scream and curse, but it provides valuable information. Your body's signals help you learn your limits and identify areas needing attention. Similarly, emotional pain guides you toward ways to enhance your life. Avoiding pain is impossible and unwise. Life is full of challenges that cause discomfort and distress. We all desire to experience positivity and attain favorable outcomes. However, people often overlook the adversity they are prepared to endure and the challenges they are ready to confront. We crave achievements and results, yet we resist the process required to attain them. Many of us avoid hardship and struggle. Nevertheless, it is through adversity that we unlock the path to contentment and personal growth. We will inevitably face numerous setbacks and obstacles as we journey towards happiness. Regardless of where we go, challenges await us. Embracing this reality is crucial. The objective is not to evade difficulties, but to select the ones leading us in the right direction. Being mediocre is not a bad thing. Most people fear mediocrity because they believe it signifies a lack of accomplishment. They assume that embracing their averageness devalues their lives. In reality, recognizing the ordinariness of your life releases you from the burden of unrealistic expectations, allowing you to pursue your desires without pressure. Those who excel at something often start by considering themselves mediocre and commit to improving. Assuming you are exceptional from the outset will not lead to progress. Rather than viewing mediocrity negatively, it is beneficial to express gratitude and cherish life's small joys. Embracing the fact that most of life is unremarkable is perfectly acceptable. Don't build your life around useless causes. Focus only on essential values. Humans often waste time on unworthy pursuits, even when they know they will lead to suffering. Suffering is significant to us, and we may even find some level of enjoyment in it. Suffering is unavoidable, and attempting to evade it will only lead to negative consequences. Instead of trying to escape from difficulties, it's better to acknowledge and confront them. Instead of asking, "How can I stop suffering?" ask yourself, "Why am I suffering? What is its purpose?" Self-awareness is like an onion. It has layers, and you will inevitably cry when you reach the center. The initial step is to identify and label your emotions. How am I feeling? What emotion am I experiencing? I feel joyful at the moment. I feel down about that, and so on. This step may be straightforward for some individuals, but it can be challenging for others. At times, one may attempt to suppress one's emotions. The next step involves uncovering the underlying cause of those emotions. What is the reason behind these feelings? Why do I feel this way? What is causing my sadness? We reach the third layer when we start considering our values. We should ask ourselves if we view situations as failures and if we tend to judge ourselves. It's essential to evaluate the standards we set for ourselves and others. This level can be difficult as it requires us to examine our thoughts and exert much effort thoroughly. However, it's crucial because our values shape our problems, impacting our well-being. Reassessing our values and definitions of failure and success can shift our perspectives on various issues. Were you aware that denying negative emotions can perpetuate problems rather than solve them? While it's okay to be optimistic at times, negative emotions are also essential for emotional well-being. The success paradox: failure is the way forward. The more times you fail, the greater your chances of success and progress come from small obstacles. Many believe that talent should be given more credit. This is true. Achieving success is more about the effort you invest rather than your initial abilities. We can only achieve success when we are open to failure, as it enables us to learn and develop. Children experience hundreds of falls and some pain when they learn to walk. However, the child will persist and continue to try. Failure and discomfort are integral to the journey. If you aspire to succeed at something, you must repeatedly experience failure. As we age, we tend to avoid failure and prefer to stick to activities in which we feel competent. This trend is influenced by our education system, demanding and critical parents, and the influence of mass media. The fear of failure hinders us from taking necessary actions for success. According to Mark Manson, setting goals focused on the process and initiating action using his do something principle is beneficial. Manson's high school teacher advised him to focus on something other than a problem and take action. By taking the first step, ideas will naturally unfold. After following this advice, Mark Manson realized that motivation often arises from taking action rather than the other way around. It is also linked to inspiration. Your actions create subsequent emotional responses and motivations, influencing your conduct. If you ever find yourself needing more motivation, start with small actions. It doesn't matter what they are. Then, observe the outcomes of your actions. You can utilize the results of those actions to motivate yourself. Fun fact: research conducted by Polish psychologist Kazimierz Dabrowski in the 1950s found that survivors of World War II believed that the war made them psychologically resilient. They expressed feeling more responsible and grateful for their loved ones. Reject things that don't add value to your life and contemplate your mortality. Rejecting is a crucial life skill. It enhances your life by allowing you to concentrate on essential things and release unimportant ones. We don't stand for anything if we don't turn something down. When you dedicate yourself to something, you are essentially refusing something else. Saying no doesn't limit you. It liberates you from trivial matters so you can focus on what truly matters. To form healthy relationships, both individuals need to be able to decline unimportant matters. They should find time to address their disagreements, establish boundaries, and take ownership of their issues. Only then can genuine trust and acceptance be developed. Considering our mortality occasionally is essential for embracing life to the fullest and finding happiness and fulfillment. Discussing or contemplating death is not something most people look forward to. Some may even avoid thinking about it out of fear. Counterintuitively, death is what gives purpose to our lives. If we were immortal, nothing we did would hold any significance. Our values and experiences would lose their importance. Mark Manson looks back on the period when he lost a friend in college. Initially, he felt deeply depressed for months, and everything seemed devoid of meaning. However, he realized there was also no reason not to do things if everything was pointless. This realization was transformative. He quit smoking, changed schools, and started exercising. Sometimes, contemplating death helps us understand our problems and value life. Living fully becomes problematic if one is preoccupied with the fear of death or ensuring their remembrance after they pass away. Ernest Becker won a Pulitzer Prize for his book, The Denial of Death, in which he introduced the concept of death terror, describing it as the underlying anxiety influencing all our actions and thoughts. This feeling arises from our awareness of mortality and impacts our outlook on life. After facing the reality of your mortality, it becomes easier to see your life as a fleeting moment within the vastness of the universe. This perspective allows you to direct your attention towards a cause that will have a lasting impact beyond your existence. Embracing the finite nature of life enables you to savor each day and truly find happiness. Society encourages us to maintain a positive outlook regardless of the circumstances, inadvertently promoting an attitude of always caring about everything. However, caring more does not guarantee a happier or more fulfilling life. To lead a healthier and more satisfying life, it is essential to focus your care and attention only on what truly matters, disregarding everything else. To break free from this cycle, it's essential to let go of our negative emotions, such as anxiety, anger, guilt, and fear. It's perfectly fine to experience these emotions. Feeling down, occasionally, is a normal part of life. Criticizing yourself for having certain emotions won't benefit you in any way. So, after watching this video, have you vowed to care less and live more? Your success does not lie in perfection. Rather, it lies in your weaknesses and insecurities that you can use to your advantage. It's important to start rejecting things that don't bring value to your life. To prioritize the things that are important to you, it's necessary to turn down everything else. It's better to miss out on insignificant things than on important ones. Therefore, make it a priority to concentrate only on the essentials and disregard everything else. Thank you for listening to our audiobook summary. If you enjoyed it and are interested in purchasing the full book, click the link in the description below. Your support helps keep this channel running. If there's a specific book you'd like us to summarize next, please leave the title in the comments. We love hearing your suggestions and we'll do our best to cover your requested books. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Happy reading!